wish we'd had more time to brief you, but as you know, the situation is fluid. Our Canadian friends are concerned that many of these wild animals are getting close to their border. We'd like to prevent them from crossing it. We being the CIA. My division is the DSD, Dangerous Species Division. I'm Dr. Dua. I have an extensive background in paleo research in this very field. At Jurassic World, and now other locations I'm not at liberty to discuss. However, I have history with many of the people involved here. A poacher camp. What remains of it, anyway. Amateurs. They only succeeded in getting themselves and others killed. And making our job that much more difficult.
So, welcome back to episode 2 of the Jurassic World Evolution 2 campaign. Today we're in Washington, and it looks like Kajal Dua, who was like the head of the science division in the first game, if you remember, it looks like she has sort of given us a task to do about to do with these dinosaurs who were in like a poachers camp. And they've obviously got free, and they're like terrorizing, you know, the local environment or whatever. What I love about this is that it's a massive side effect to Dominion, because you think like things like this would happen, like you would inevitably get poachers, and you would get people who are taking advantage of the fact that there are just dinosaurs wandering around now, and I love that. That's brilliant. That's a great idea.
Key facilities that it needs to run effectively.
So they want us to build all these facilities, right, and set up like a little park here. So I'm gonna straight away get rid of all these, because it just doesn't look very neat, for one, and for two, it's probably just taking up a lot of unnecessary space. Like, because it's a poacher's camp, they were probably just stuffing them in any old way, and so it's not really the best use of space for us, especially because I'll bet, as usual, we don't have much room. So I'm just going to get rid of all the forest bits, because we've got a lot of money, so it doesn't really matter too much. So get rid of all this. We've got a lot of space, although I have spent a lot on that. Whoops. Right, so we've got the Carnotaurus tranquilized for another 9 minutes. Let's get what they want in here. So we need an arrival point. Wow, it only costs 25,000 for an arrival point. That's mad. Control center, which is here, so I'll put that more like in the corner. Ace, and then a backup generator, which will be in the power bit. Yeah. And we'll just put the backup generator like sort of in the middle. Okay. And we'll get these set up with paths. So I'll just put this to about here. Sort of curve it around. And then we'll put this out to the middle. Awesome. And then we'll just keep curving the path round for anything else that we want. So, let me just get rid of this bit actually.
If I do say so myself. And I guess I am, but we're also going to need a response facility. Your response to this directive should be to
the response facility. Okay.
See what I did there, huh? response. Never mind. Don't respond.
So about there. That'll do. Okay. So that's the response facility done. I'm assuming they'll want us to house the Carnotaurus soon, because if we leave them too long... well, I don't know what we're going to do if we leave them too long. But we'll just wait for that to construct, and then we'll see what he asks. There we go. Ace. Okay. Yeah, ensure they're awake and safely enclosed. So what I'm going to do is build her on the side of this response facility. It's about maybe about to there, and then we'll go sort of like we'll curve it back around. I just love that. You know, I'm so happy to be playing the game again. But in general, like, it just feels so much better than the old one. Everything's smoother. It's easier to build. It feels... it just feels more responsive. It's really good. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. Obviously, we're missing a lot of electric because of where they are, so... Maybe I just need, like, another backup generator somewhere. In fact, if I put one on this side, then that's covering, like, quite a considerable amount, then. Okay. No, let's get them transported first. Into the new enclosure. Okay. And then I'll get rid of all, like, the trees and stuff. Just, I mean, we already got rid of most of them, but there's still a few left. Okay, and then I'm assuming they're going to need water. So I'm going to put that in first and foremost, because everything needs water, doesn't it? Like, even if they don't like the terrain or whatever, they are going to need water. I just don't know what terrain they're going to need, you know. Are they going to need, like... Well, let's have a look at the different types. The painting tool. We've got grass, rock, snow, sand, snow, dirt. If I had to guess, it would be the grass or probably sand for the Carnotaurus. But I guess we'll see. Let me just speed this up a little bit so they both go in. Awesome, there we go. We're going to need one of them ranger posts in here. So I'll put that there. And I'll assign the rangers to that. And then what they should do now is come over, check the Carnotaurus, which are currently butting heads, which is awesome. These new animations are so great. I need to put a gate on there as well. That would have been smart, wouldn't it? Yeah, the dinosaurs just already, I mean, I've not seen too much of them yet, because obviously this is only episode 2, but they feel a lot more real. Just watching them walk around and interact with each other and kind of like, they're just not, they're not like they were in the first game. The first game they were so rigid, and they were nice to look at, but they were just, they didn't feel real at all. So I guess we'll see what the hunting animations are like, etc, etc. But, I mean, I have already seen quite a few of them because obviously, yeah, let me get these to manually check them because they're not coming over to the post for some reason. But yeah, I guess we'll see what all the animations are like. I've seen some of them because obviously, like, Gaming Beaver's posted some stuff, Swerve's posted some stuff, etc, etc. But I've tried to shy away from it as much as possible because I wanted an authentic, like, reaction and experience to them. So I've seen odd bits, but I've not seen tons. The missing prey. And sand. They're missing sand and prey. Right, okay. Oh, wait, there's the feeders. Oh, let's give them a live prey one. Because I've not seen what they're like when they're hunting the prey. And then sand should be in the environment. That was under the tool, wasn't it? The painting tool. Yep. So I'll put a load of sand in for them. All the way down here, because they're definitely going to want sand over snow. Okay, great. So that's their exhibit done. Oh, it's hunting. Oh, God. Oh, that's so cool. And again, it just feels more real, doesn't it? They're not lining up. Like, they are definitely, like, locking onto them somehow, but they're not just like lining the prey up and like walking towards them slowly to eat them. Right, we need a viewing gallery as well, which I think I'm gonna put here. Yeah, that should do, shouldn't it? Okay. And then hopefully we'll be able to curve this around. Maybe not. That'll have to do for now. It doesn't look the best, but I'm still getting used to it. I will make them look more pretty in the sandbox builds and stuff. Oh, I love the way they sit like that. That's so cool. Oh, well, and then it made me go to the car. Never mind.
They had dangerous animals here?
Correct, Mr. Finch.
Oh, search for signs of dangerous escaped dinosaur. So this must be like...
It's essential that we know where they are.
we have to track them. I think I've seen something about this before.
And do you know your dinosaurs, Mr. Grady?
Oh, it's a Gallimimus.
These are not real dinosaurs, per se.
Wow.
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
Okay. Disturbance identified, unknown species, but it is a carnivore.
You know, not that I'm promising anything.
And then we've got to go down here, haven't we? Oh, a deer. A dead deer. A large carnivore. Okay. This is great, by the way. I love that, like, it's because it's different towards, like, than the other games. So, oh wow. Oh no. I didn't think I went down that fast. Anyway, yeah, it's different to the other games, isn't it? Like, this doesn't feel like a gameplay. How do I describe it? It's not like the park management, is it? It's more like a bit of an action element to it, or like a, I don't know. It feels like it's a different game sort of thing. Oh, there's a Triceratops.
As opposed to...
Whereas when they gave you like contracts and stuff in Jurassic World Evolution, so it was like take a photograph of this dinosaur or whatever, because you were still in your park, it didn't really feel like it was different at all. It kind of just felt like you were being asked to do like a little side task, but it didn't feel that much different to the park management aspect of things. Whereas this, because you're driving out into the wild area and it's an unknown environment and it's all like mysterious and you don't know what's out here, like this feels more real, and it helps to break the gameplay up a little bit because you've got your park management aspect, but then you've also got the sort of action experience aspect of it. And it's huge, by the way, this wild area. Huge. Oh, it's an Allosaurus. Yeah, an Allosaurus. Ooh. Yeah, so, I mean, like, look at how big this has been. Oh, you can see the sauropods in the background. Dead ahead. Oh, look at how cool they look. Okay, so... is the helicopter going where the Allosaurus is? Looks like it is, doesn't it? Is it here? A deer. Oh, there you go. Oh, that looks great, by the way.
Owen, are you okay? What is happening?
Little busy right now.
Please tell me you have things under control.
Do you want me to lie?
If it'll calm my anxiety, yes. I'm a bundle of raw nerves.
We're working the problem.
Cabot sounds like me.
We have a helicopter standing by.
A bundle of raw nerves. Right.
Attempt.
Let's...
Attempt. We need success, Dr. Dua.
lock on.
Grady and the others.
No, please don't say that.
Oh, that's so good. I love the way the helicopters work. That's so much easier to sort. Right, okay. Ensure the Allosaurus is safely enclosed and perform a status check on the Allosaurus.
Owen, what's our status?
Wow, look at how far we came for that. Okay, let me have a look at the Carnotaurus.
I'll notify Dr. Dua.
No, it can't have the Allosaurus in with it, so I'm going to need to make a new exhibit. Which is odd, because I'm sure that when they did, like, the dev diary for this, that the Carnotaurus was actually, like... I'm sure Beaver put them together, and they said they were fine with each other, so I wonder if they have changed that for some reason. I'm not sure, but anyway, it doesn't matter too much. It's just... would have been cool to have them together. Will that be big enough for it? I don't know, actually. That might not be big enough.
And the herbivores?
Let me just try this a little bit.
What about them?
Let's get this a bit bigger.
Stay away from civilization, leave them in place. They'll survive in the wilderness without our intervention, right?
Given time to adapt, yes, I'd say they will.
I guess that's something we're all gonna have to get used to. Having dinosaurs out in the world.
Is that you talking, or is that the government?
Claire, I am the government.
Right, that should definitely be big enough, shouldn't it? And it looks like quite a, I don't know, like a stadium kind of enclosure almost. Although I suppose this isn't a park, is it really? It's more like a a camp to keep the dinosaurs from, you know, wrecking everything else. Right, so let's transport the Allosaurus back to its enclosure. There we go. And we can speed up time on this, I think, because we should have time to just get some water in here. Oh, it's gone really snowy. Is that like a snowstorm? Well, hang on. It still says it's 100% on sand. That's really weird, isn't it? The weather, it's obviously snowing, and that's covering the sand. But the Carnotaurus has got 100% on sand. So they're not worried about it. It's not changed the behaviour, it's not made them less comfortable. It's exactly the same, even though it is... That's really odd. Really odd. Anyway. We'll get rid of these two, like, patches of water. Because we've got a proper bit of water here now. We've got, like, a nice little lake. Allosaurus is nearly here, surely. Or is it still... No, it's there. Right, and then we'll see what they need. I'm guessing they're going to want a viewing gallery, so we may as well just put that in there now, I would say.
Delivery has been completed.
Yeah, we'll put that in there. Let me add a gate to this enclosure. I'll put it at this end. You guys need to go and check on it. And I also need a ranger post in here too. Which I'll put in this little patch here. Okay, and I'll also assign you guys to this one, so they've got two things to check on. It's going to need a feeder. I think I'm going to put I'm just going to put a carnivore feeder in for this one. Because then we've got a live prey and a carnivore feeder. And then we can just see what the difference is and what they look like, etc, etc. So you've been status checked, haven't you? Wait, it's not been status checked. What's the ranger team doing? I told it to come and check, didn't I? That's weird. Anyway. It's definitely not well because its health's going down. And it's got all these like cuts and stuff on it. I don't know what that is. I don't know why. But it looks great, doesn't it? I mean, not the injuries, obviously, but the design and everything. It looks awesome. I love the Allosaurus design in Jurassic World. Well, not Fallen Kingdoms, but I like the Battle at Big Rock one, and I like the Evolution one as well. But the Fallen Kingdom one looks a bit odd. Right, okay, it's missing forest, and it's got an undiagnosed ailment.
The status of the dinosaur that they're bringing in.
Right, let's put... Wow,
scan.
that's massive.
I want to understand what went wrong if we're going to avoid an event like this in the future.
Okay, I'm going to put this here then. Because it's huge. And then we'll just get the path going down here. There we go. Lovely. And we need to get some forest in for this Allosaurus. So we'll put a ton over there. Missing prey? Huh. I thought it would be alright with the carnivore feeder, but it turns out it's not. It needs prey. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. We'll put the prey there then. Whoa, oh, it's over there. Okay, so its comfort is completely fine now. It's got enough area. It's got enough water. It's got prey. It's got open space. It's got forest. So it looks like it's completely fine. But we do need to get it sort of diagnosed by this thing, I'm assuming. But no, it's not asked me to do that yet, has it? Now it wants me to do a medical scan.
So we should have a better handle on the dinosaur's medical status.
Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what went wrong.
Hey, if I've learned anything, it's that these animals are unpredictable. Like people. But with, bigger
Guess I better get a gate on.
We should keep an eye on her.
Oh no, never mind. I was going to put a gate there, but it can just go around. It won't be too bad.
She's working for the CIA now.
Well, you'll be pleased to know I'm running a little intelligence op of my own. Looking out for the both of us.
You're a lot more astute than you let on.
Smarter, too.
Why is the range team trying to scan? I thought they just... Oh, unless is the ranger post... Is that what they do? I thought they went to the post and then that was how they scanned it. I didn't realise they had to go to the post and scan it. Right, okay. Use the MVU to diagnose dinosaur injury using a medical scan. Major injuries require special treatment. Assign scientists to treat the injury while the dinosaur is at the facility. So what I need to do...
I'd suggest a tranquilizer, but you know, you do you.
Oh, God, it took the door off the the ranger team. Right, it's a major fracture. Okay, there we go.
Right.
And...
Now that we have control of the dinosaur, temporarily, let's get it transported to the paleo-medical facility, where we can treat
Oh, we
its
need a
injuries.
sign... Oh, no, wait, these are the scientists that I bought in... Arizona? That's cool. I didn't realise they came with you. So it requires 3.
En route to pick up the asset.
Oh, there's a random Triceratops just right next to the medical facility. It's a bit odd as well because it's not counting the wild dinosaurs as like you can't click on them or anything, and that means as well I don't think you could, like, say I wanted to tranquilize this, I couldn't. Which is a little bit odd because I think, like, what do you do if... I mean, they seem to be staying over here at the minute, but let's just say this Triceratops was over here near all the staff, and all the staff were running away, and...
Assets in the air.
I don't know if that affects anything. Anyway, it doesn't matter anyway because it's down this end, but I just thought that was interesting that it's not counted as like a dinosaur you can select or do anything to, which is weird. Right, let's speed this up. Let's get the Allosaurus in here. I can't wait to see what this is like. Because this is completely brand new. So they use these to kind of like scan it and treat it. It looks more like a car wash than than like a medical facility for a dinosaur, doesn't it? It literally does look like a car wash. Right. So it's going to be doing that for 1 minute and 30 seconds, so I can just ignore that for now. Can't do anything about the Triceratops. Are the Carnotaurus still okay? They're still pretty happy, aren't they? I wonder if can I go back into the wild? I can go back into the wild area now. Let's, for this 1 minute and 32, look at how huge that is. And this is only the second location. So I think there's gonna be more. I wanted to try and... Oh, here they are. Here are the sauropods. Oh, look at them. There's a track on Jurassic Park on the soundtrack called My Friend the Brachiosaurus, and both me and my girlfriend love it. But it's like, oh, it's just so nice, and it suits the Brachiosaurus so well. I know that's a very random fact, but just because I'm looking at them here and I'm like, oh, the track name just suits them. I love the way they sit as well. Like, they don't just like lie down anymore or just stand up all the time. Like, they have this really like cute sitting animation. They're great. They're really great. I don't think there's anything else on here other than there was the sauropods and there was the triceratops and there was the gallimimus, wasn't there? We've seen a few gallimimus and we've seen the triceratops. Oh, no, wait, there are. Parasaurolophus! Oh, look at them. Paras are my favourite, aren't they? So obviously I'm going to be a bit biased and say they're awesome.
Preferably someplace comfortable.
Always worked for me.
Okay, so the Allosaurus has been treated.
You imagine correctly.
Not according to my ex.
Transport.
Yes, moving on then.
Back
We want to
into
have the
here.
animal transported and then secure and comfortable in its enclosure, if you please.
Now this shouldn't be too bad because it's going to be transported into the enclosure it was already comfortable in. Because you've got to think, one of the requirements that they gave us was that the Allosaurus had to have 80% comfort, it had to be visible, etc, etc. So all of this has already been done. So it should be as simple, really, as like transporting it in, and then just waiting the 30 seconds for it to be comfortable.
Asset in transit.
So here we go. I'll keep forgetting I can speed up, so let's speed time up. Because we don't need to be waiting around. And then back to normal. So we've got 30 seconds here. If I sped this up, does that... Yeah, it speeds up the timer for the Allosaurus as well. The 80% comfort thing. So you don't even have to wait the full 30 seconds. You can just speed time up for that. Easily done. And we've completed the mission in Washington.
We'd worked to make sure the dinosaurs would thrive in the forest. At first, I believed this was for the best. Then we realized that forest makes up about 1/5 of the total land mass in the US, and almost 40% of Canada's wilderness. Working together with the DFW and the CIA, we made the dinosaurs feel right at home. In the forest. I really hope the powers that be know what they're doing. Because the dinosaurs definitely do.
And there you go, that's the end of the second episode of the Jurassic World Evolution 2 campaign, which was the Washington State mission. Completed that, all done. It didn't really take that long, did it? It was quite a fast mission, that one. I was kind of surprised how much faster it was than the original, like the first mission. And I think that's probably because the first one's very tutorial-like, so it's a bit slower. It's trying to introduce you to the mechanics and the gameplay. But it was a lot faster. Anyway, it's done now. It was a brilliant mission. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a nice sort of introduction to a different environment, different dinosaurs, a new mechanic in the way of the healing, the paleo veterinarian building, and it was very interesting that Claire mentioned that they'd basically made the dinosaurs feel right at home in the forest, which takes up so much landmass. And I think what she's trying to say there is that, you know, they're trying to stop the dinosaurs from escaping and going across the borders, or from causing too much issues within like the cities and towns and stuff. But what they've actually done by doing that is allowed the dinosaurs to breed and multiply in a location where they're very well hidden, so you would never be able to effectively sort of monitor how much they're breeding and how much they're multiplying. And so you're going to end up with a dinosaur population that, yeah, you're going to keep them out of the towns and the cities and from crossing the borders for now, but what happens when there's like thousands of them because they've just been breeding? So I thought that was a really interesting point, and like a nice hint at what's going to come in Dominion, because we're going to have dinosaurs just everywhere. So yeah, I thought that was a really nice little reference and a good mission. So it looks like the next mission is in Pennsylvania, to do with an airport. So yeah, just stay tuned for that one. And I really hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I really hope that you're enjoying Jurassic World Evolution 2 if you're playing along at home or you're just watching this and enjoying it. I really appreciate anybody watching, and don't forget to leave a like and just comment, tell me what you're thinking of the new Jurassic World Evolution game. I mean, I'm absolutely loving it so far, as you can probably tell. And yeah, I hope you are too. This is the Fossil Fool, signing out.